name is Vilas Saldanha. I'm an orthopedic trauma surgeon and adult reconstruction surgeon with Texas Orthopedics. I'm young, I've only been in practice about 6 years, but I'll tell you that medicine's changing, and as the population's expanding, the need for healthcare is expanding. There's going to be several niche opportunities that you just have to keep your eyes open for. What advice can I give somebody that's thinking about this? Well, don't do it, and this is purely opinion, but don't do it right after medical school or right after surgical training, because it's just going to be another stepping stone per se. You have to really want it. And for me, at this point, it's an executive MBA at UT. Your grades don't matter. You want to be there because you want to be there. You want to learn because you actually want to use this information in your day-to-day. I mean, for example, everything that I was reading before was either sports related or was related to orthopedic surgery. But now I find myself picking up random books that I would never even consider and opening up, the Financial Times or the Wall Street Journal and actually looking at these companies and saying, wow, that's really interesting how this happened or that merger happened. And it just adds another dimension. So if you actually desire that and you want to pursue a higher level of education and you're interested in the synergies between medicine and business and collaboration and maybe even an alternative career, because that's another thing with this. Why did I want to do a business degree? Well, as an ortho trauma surgeon, the pathway to get there really is you do your 4 years of medical school, and then you do 5 years of orthopedic surgery residency, and then you do an additional year of orthopedic trauma just to get that high energy type of surgical experience. After that, I did 4 years in the United States Air Force. I deployed twice. And, in the military, it's really easy because it's just following orders, go here, treat this person, etc. When I got out in 2016, I had a young baby. She was about 3 months old, and then my wife wanted to go to Texas, so we ended up in Austin. And I really didn't know anything but how to operate on people and take care of patients. And then, your financial bottom line is important. I had no experience reading financial statements, let alone what an overhead structure really was. And that first practice, it didn't really work out for me. And statistically, that's very common, especially in my line of work, where people switch practices within 2 years, and mine was within 1 year. And it was at that point, it was actually it was pivotal for me, really, where I said, okay, I'm neck deep in surgery, and I'm kind of, one facet to me, and I didn't really know basic things about business, and I wanted to learn something. So that was the impetus for that. How do I balance this? Well, it's hard. Honestly, it's very hard because ortho trauma surgery is pretty intense. You don't know what you're going to get from day to day, and it requires a significant amount of concentration. It's both a mental and physical exhaustion. So to have to switch gears and then do financial statement analysis or accounting it's hard. So what I do is every Sunday I plan my week out and I give myself 90-minute blocks to study. I assume that it's going to take me about 20 to 25 hours a week of studying, and you just fit it in when you can. Initially, I tried, doing it, during my day between cases, read a little bit here or there, but my retention really wasn't good. So when you actually have a longer period of time, it helped me significantly with retention.